Hello everyone, I am Mecha42, your favorite YouTube harpy, annoyed at all this blank space on the page, but that's because I use AdBlock. If you guys also use AdBlock and want to help out the channel, if I had 2 or 3% of you, of the 40,000 people that do subscribe to my channel, go and just, if you can, you don't have to, but if you can, $1 a month on Patreon. I don't really do a whole lot there, but I do have exclusive videos. I do have early access stuff. I do have some special stuff over there, so if you guys do want to help out, I would really, really appreciate it. Now we're going to get into the meat of this. Also share the video, thumbs up, all that stuff, because YouTube doesn't notify people anymore. And they also have this glitch where they're unsubscribing every time I upload, so that's why I really want to push the Patreon, and this article's annoying. G.I. Joe finally fixes. Are you kidding me? Snake Eyes being a white guy. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with people? What is wrong with you, inverse? Fixing Snake Eyes being white. So this is G.I. Joe stuff. I know I'm not the biggest G.I. Joe expert, but I do have somebody, this is why I have the headphones on, who is a big expert. Who are you? Introduce yourself. Why are you a G.I. Joe expert?
Well, well, you know me as the voice of Midnight's Edge, Mr. Robb Robot Shlomo, coming to you from Shabby Road Studios.
Yay,
Yeah.
welcome.
Oh,
Welcome to the
yes.
video.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Not exactly my regular channel, but I'm always glad to lend a hand wherever I can.
All right, so tell us why this is a stupid idea and why they're dumb for what are they doing? They're making it more of a stereotype now by
What okay, first of all, little background. Snake Eyes is a character that was originally in the Marvel Comics run of G.I. Joe. Started about in 1981, ran all the way through the 80s. IDW picked it up, and has always been a fan favorite. He was dressed in black Kevlar from head to toe because he was a ninja, and he has a connection to Storm Shadow. And there's this very long, complex backstory. But the whole thing is, Snake Eyes was in Storm Shadow's ninja clan in the comics, and the idea was that he was the Gaijin. He was the guy. He was the outsider, and that was sort of the hook of that story. He was the Gaijin, the only white man in that ninja clan, and he was the outsider, and they were blood brothers. Now they're saying that this is fixing Snake Eyes, but in fixing they mean they're really breaking it.
Making a stereotype, aren't they? Because
Yes.
now they're saying only Asians can be ninjas, when they made a good reason in the comics originally to break the stereotype. And that is the whole point of diversity, is to break the stereotype. But no, they're going to go further with this by getting on this bandwagon of bashing white people. It seems like what they're doing. They're just trying to replace all the white people, but they're doing it in the most ignorant, insensitive way possible by creating all these stereotype characters now.
Yeah. Let's replace the blonde hair, blue eyed white guy with an Asian that is an expert in martial arts. Yeah, that let me tell you, 20 years ago, you would have been complaining the other way. Really, you would have been.
What's next? Is he a bad driver and going to be great at math too? I mean, is he going to have parents who are disappointed? Is that what they're going to go with in this movie? Is that what they're going to do? Because
Actually, in the comic, Snake Eye, Storm Shadow's grandfather was disappointed in him because he felt he strayed too far from their ways.
Let's read this. Let's read this, and please jump in anytime. So, according to Inverse, this is a few days ago, a new spin-off reboot of Paramount's G.I. Joe film series will feature a new Snake Eyes, and his actor may be Henry Golding. Finally, we can stop pretending to believe that Snake Eyes is a white guy.
I was never pretending to believe he's a white guy because I knew he was a white guy. And then continue on.
Oh, God, they're just stupid. On Wednesday, The Hollywood Reporter revealed that Henry Golding, who last year starred in the rom-com hit Crazy Rich Asians, is in negotiations to play Snake Eyes. That usually means that they just have to figure out how much they're paying him, right? That's it. Yeah. That they want him. So the iconic ninja of the G.I. Joes in his own solo movie. Afterward, Golding will presumably reprise his role in another ensemble G.I. Joe movie.
You want to know the irony here, though, is that actually there were people that did complain about how the cast of Crazy Rich Asians wasn't, quote unquote, Asian enough.
It wasn't Asian enough.
I'm not kidding around. There were people that had that complaint. They're not Asian enough. I'm like, oh dear God.
Oh, what the crap? There's a site that ranks movies on how diverse they are. Yeah, if I can find that real quick, we'll see. Oh, it's called Mediaverse. So what was it? Crazy Rich Asians. Let's just see what they say about Crazy Rich Asians here. Oh Lord. Now, I'm not making this up. Mediaversity only grades movies based on how diverse they are. So I'm going to type in Crazy Rich Asians. A-S... How do you spell Asians? Am I saying it? I'm spelling it wrong. Fuck.
A-S-I-A-N.
A-S-I-A-N-S, right. Okay. Search. Yeah. I want to search on this. Well, we'll just do...
But this is where we are, though. This is where we are. That that really, you cast people not... by the how they fit the role, but by how the role fits them. I mean,
yeah, it got a B+. So apparently it wasn't very diverse. It was diverse enough, but it wasn't Star Trek Discovery level of diverse. It was closer to the DS9 era of diversity.
Yeah. There's only going to be one movie that we're going to be able to make in the near future. There's only going to be one movie: Captain Planet and the Planeteers. That's where we're headed.
Well, that was what started it with all the tokenism, where with, oh, we need to make it diverse, so we're going to take a token this and a token that and a token everything else. Rugrats did it too. Rugrats started out as a regular cartoon about babies, and all of a sudden it's like, and now we're getting this one and this one and this one and this one, just to parade people around like they're circus freaks. Mm-hmm. I mean, I am all for actually showing stories about people of all walks of life, as long as you're not turning them into these token stereotypes just to check your little diversity checkbox, just to get your new Wokemon up there, right? Mm-hmm. That's the biggest problem I see. Oh, there's more to this. There's more to this. Either way, if negotiations are finalized, Golding will replace actor stuntman Ray Park, who portrayed Snake Eyes in the last 2 movies. What do you have against Ray Park? What's wrong with him? Did he do something wrong now recently?
Ray Park is badass. Yeah. I mean, come on.
He was Darth Maul, for crying out loud. Oh, but no. He's not ethnic enough. He's not diverse enough, so we can't feature him in anything, even though he worked his ass off to be where he is. This is the problem. They're handing stuff to people who didn't earn anything based on something as stupid and superficial as something they can't help. And that has always been my problem with all of this crap, all this tokenism. Once we start learning to look past this stuff, once we start treating people like people, and making reasons for stuff and not going back to this Puritan crap of just tokenism and stereotyping, because that's all this is. You're just making the Asian guy a stereotype. Also, I just got a donation to yield $5 through Streamlabs. They say, hey, right in the middle of recording a video. I'm glad we caught that. So that just popped up. Thank you so much. Oh Lord, his face has been, now this is interesting. His face has only been seen once since the comics issue 94, which revealed Snake Eyes to be a scarred blonde Caucasian male. Mm-hmm. As critic Keith Chow wrote for Nerds of Color, oh, this is great. Snake Eyes is, of course, everyone's favorite G.I. Joe character. He's got the best costume, and his file card made it so that any kid could imagine themselves behind the mask. And for this Asian American kid, that was a big deal. Because you wanted to be treated like a stereotype? Is that what you're telling me? Because we have people on the other side who say that, like, Apu is too stereotypical, and people offended over that on The Simpsons, and then we have other people saying, actually, he's the most well-educated, person most stable person in Springfield, right?
Well, the guy who made that movie, a comedian by the name of Harry Kondabalu,
yeah.
He thought he was going to change The Simpsons and he was going to be a big hero and everybody was going to thank him. And it turned out everybody turned on him in a New York minute. And because people love Apu.
Exactly. And SJWs eat their own, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing: you don't want to be seen as a stereotype. Then don't be that stereotype. Up your game, okay?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. See, now they're saying, now we're regressing to this. In this article, they're saying casting an Asian actor. Golding is British Malaysian, so British are like the whitest of white guys, right? So he's British and Malaysian. So he's not even like Japanese ethnicity. So you're gonna have a lot of people complaining about that. Oh, you're getting a British guy to play an Asian guy, even though he's got then that's the next thing. That's the next crazy thing because people are always upset. People are never happy.
No, they're not. And here's the irony about this, though. is that for all the bitching and complaining about this, about all the, oh, geez, oh, it's so disappointing to learn that he was a white guy. Snake Eyes was created by a man named Larry Hama, who is himself an Asian American. He was an actor. He appeared on MASH. He wrote for G.I. Joe for years. The entire run that I read, he crafted his backstory. He said, "This is who I wanted Snake Eyes to be, because I wanted Storm Shadow to be the bad guy." That's the way he does. That's the way he wrote the character. An Asian man wrote the character as a white man. Oh, well, no. Well, we got to change it. And Larry Hama, actually, he released a statement. Some people are saying that casting Golding fixes the character of Snake Eyes, but I disagree. I had wanted to keep him ambiguous until Hasbro introduced Storm Shadow as the only Asian character and made him a bad guy. I decided to fix that by delving into his background and gradually turning him into a good guy. This is why Snake Eyes is a white guy.
See, these people who are screaming for diversity and representation just don't have any idea what they're talking about. It is like dealing with children who hear something and they don't understand it. And they don't bother to...
I want my diversity. I want my diversity.
Yes, but
I have my diversity.
But it's going to rot your brain and you're not going to get anything of quality.
I don't care. I want my diversity, Mommy. I want my diversity. Why can't I have my diversity?
Because it's stupid, and we need to look at people beyond something as stupid and superficial as the
I'm going to hold my breath until I get my diversity.
See, and I would probably let people just pass out if they held their breath. Because I'm evil like that. I don't care. If people throw big temper tantrums about stuff, I'm like, you need to grow a brain. You need to stop this crap. Do your homework a little bit better. This is why I called in an expert. This is why I called in somebody who knows way more about G.I. Joe than me. Because keep in mind, I was a girl in the 80s. I liked Pee-wee's Playhouse and the reruns of Land of the Lost and stuff. And I saw G.I. Joe. I'm definitely aware of it. It definitely hit my radar. But I wanted to call in an expert, so I knew what I was talking about when I ripped this article a new one. Do we have any? I think we're about wrapped up with this one. Do we have any final thoughts on this?
Well, the best issues of G.I. Joe were actually, there were two issues that had just panels and no words because the characters didn't need to say anything.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. They told an entire story and revealed the parts of their back and revealed the link between the two without a single word being said. And that was actually, like I said, good storytelling doesn't rely on cheap gimmicks. It relies on good writing.
Exactly.
And to me, that's what this is, a cheap gimmick. Oh, well, how can we get G.I. Joe? And they're going to try, and this is being done in part to try to appeal to the Chinese market, because there's 1.5 billion Chinese moviegoers out there. But remember what I said about Star Wars: The Force Awakens?
Yeah.
And Star Wars: The Last Jedi, the Chinese didn't. Why didn't the Chinese like it?
Because they don't want to see these frumpy, stupid-looking people, and they want to be pandered to, right? They want to see hot movie stars and stories they can get behind and care about, not a sequel to something only Americans like. Yeah. Right? How popular is this over there anyway? This is such an American 80s thing.
I don't know. G.I. Joe did have an international following. They changed it to from G.I. Joe Real American Hero to G.I. Joe International Hero, and they revamped some of the backstories of the characters. And in the UK, it was actually called Action Force, which is a really, you want a good laugh, go look up Action Force. Oh my God, it is. Why? Okay, I love the Brits, but dude. Seriously, I mean, Action Force.
Right. So, yeah, screw your remake. Do your research. I am Mecha Random 42. He's what he was. Who are you?
I was Rob Robot Shlomo. I'm not so sure who I am anymore. I'm having an identity crisis.
I know. Maybe you're just not gender fluid enough. I will see you guys. We'll see you guys. Midnight's Edge After Dark, the main channel from time to time. Check me out wherever. I was on the High Council last night. I will see you on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye!
Bye!
Thanks for watching! If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!